Hello, good morning students. In previous video, we discussed about the positive and normative economics, in which we taken the information about the meaning of the positive and the normative economics. Likewise, we also discussed about what are the differences between the positive and normative economics. And we completed your first chapter of the microeconomics. Students, today we are going to start the new chapter, means the second chapter of the microeconomics, that is the theory of consumer behavior. This is a very important chapter for your exam purpose. It will give you the 22 marks. So, in introduction, students, we always observe the people they shopping in the market, and all the peoples means all the consumers, they do not buy the same goods in the same quantity. Means all the people while shopping in the market, they do not purchase the same goods in the same quantity. Why is it so? The consumers make the 100 decisions every day. See here, all the consumers do not purchase the same goods in the same quantity because all the consumers, all the peoples make the 100 decisions every day. And why do the consumers or why do the people purchase the some commodity and not the others? How they decide how much to purchase of the any commodity? What is the aim of the rational consumer in spending their income? So the objective of this chapter is to study the behavior of the consumer, or to study the behavior of individual consumer. Students, all of you know the people, they do the work. Why the people work? Because they wanted to earn the money. Why the people wanted to earn the money? Because they wanted to fulfill their needs. They wanted to fulfill their wants. So here, all of you know, the consumer has a decide, means each and every person has to decide how he or she spend his or her income to attain the maximum satisfaction or to attain the maximum utility. See students, what I said, each and every person do the work because they wanted to earn the money. Why they wanted to earn the money? Because they wanted to fulfill their needs. Means here, each and every consumer, they spend their income or they spend their earning because they wanted to attain the maximum satisfaction or they wanted to attain the maximum utility. Our economists call this the problem of choice. All of you know the human wants, these are the unlimited. There is no limit to the human wants. But the resources, means the goods and the services which are available in our economy, these are the scarce, means these are the shortage, and it create the problem of choice. Means here, while shopping the goods and services, the consumer means a person, they compare the different bundles of the goods. Means here the consumer will want to get the combinations of the goods which gives him the maximum satisfaction. Means the person, he compare the bundles of the goods with their income. See here what I said here. While shopping the goods and services, the consumer means a person, each and every person, they compare the different types of the goods and services. Why? Because he wanted to get the maximum satisfaction from the goods. So he always choose the combinations of the goods which gives him the maximum satisfaction. Means he always choose the best combination. And what is the best combination? This best combination means which gives him the maximum satisfaction. Means he choose those goods and services which gives him the maximum satisfaction, and this best combination which is depends upon his likes, means the consumers or the person likes, and economists called this the preference of the consumer. See here what the consumer can afford to buy. Means each and every person, he may be purchase different types of the goods and services, or he may be prepare the best combinations of the goods and services which gives him the maximum satisfaction. And he may be offer those goods and services, or he may be buys the those goods and services which is depend upon the prices of the goods, likewise the income of the consumer. Means the demand of the consumer which is depend upon the prices of the goods and services, and also it is depend upon the income of the consumer. So in this chapter we will discuss the different approaches which explain the consumer behavior. So there are the two types of the approaches which maybe explains the consumer behavior. First one is, see here, first approach is the cardinal utility analysis, and second approach is the ordinal utility analysis. So students, first of all, before going to discuss about the cardinal and ordinal utility analysis, first we will discuss about the utility. See here, what is the utility? Before going to discuss about the cardinal analysis and ordinal utility analysis, first we discuss about the utility. Then what is the utility? All of you know, each and every person, means each and every consumer, usually decides his demand for the commodity only on the basis of the utility. Utility means it is also called the satisfaction. So every person usually decides his demand for the commodity only on the basis of the utility, means only on the basis of the satisfaction that he may be derived, means he may be obtained from the goods and services. means every person only maybe purchase those goods and services which gives him the maximum satisfaction. So the concept of the utility, this analysis first developed by the Gibbons walrus and the Menger in 19th century. See here, Gibbon walrus and Menger, they developed the utility analysis during the 19th century. Now students, what is the utility? But the real credit which is goes to the Alfred Marshall. See here, in the 19th century, Gibbons walrus and Menger, they developed the utility analysis, but the real credit which goes to the Alfred Marshall and the Pigou. These two are the modern economists and they developed the utility analysis. Students, we consumes the goods and services for to satisfy our wants. It means we demanded the different types of the goods and services to satisfy our wants. Yes or no? See here what I said. In our day-to-day life, we may be consumes means we use the different types of the goods and services. Why we consumes or why we use the different types of the goods and services? Because we wanted to the satisfaction or we wanted to fulfill our needs or wants, and that purpose we maybe use the different types of the goods and services which satisfy our wants. It means each goods and services, they have a capacity or they have a power to satisfy our wants. See here, we consumes different types of goods and services. These goods and services satisfy our wants. Means each and each goods and services has the capacity or power to satisfy our wants. See here what I said. In our day-to-day life, we always consumes means we always use the different types of the goods and services. Why we use or why we consumes the different types of the goods and services? Because these goods and services satisfy our wants, or these goods and services fulfill our needs. That purpose we consumes the different types of the goods and services. Means each goods and services has the capacity, or each goods and services have the power to satisfy our wants. Then what is the utility? So utility means utility means wants satisfying power of commodity. Then it is called the utility. For example, food. Food satisfy our hunger. So food possesses the utility. Similarly, hundreds of the goods and services which we consume in our day-to-day life. For example, the water, milk, medicine, or house, vehicle. These all are, they have the capacity, or they have a power to satisfy our wants or to fulfill our needs. Similarly, these services also, for the services of the teacher, services of the doctor, they also possess the utility. Why? Because they also satisfies human wants. So students, the utility means the want satisfying power of commodity is called the utility. Then students, what are the features of the utility? There are the some features of the utility. First one is utility is subjective. Means here the different individuals can get different level of satisfaction. From same commodity. Means here one may get the more satisfaction while the other person may be get the less satisfaction from the same commodity. For example, chocolate. Some people means who likes the chocolate, they will get the more satisfaction from the chocolate. But those person who dislike the chocolate, then they will not get the more satisfaction from the chocolate, but they get the less satisfaction from the chocolate. Why? Because they dislikes the chocolate. So the utility is the subjective. Then second feature of the utility is it varies from person to person. Means here utility of good is not same for the all people. See here the utility of good is not same for all people. Why? Because it varies from person to person. Varies means it may be changed from person to person. Take an example of music. It is not useful for the deaf person. See here, the music is not useful for the deaf person. Deaf person means here who are unable to hear, who are unable to listen. So the music is not useful for the deaf person. Means here the utility which changes or which varies from person to person. Then third feature of the utility is utility varies time to time. See here, this is the third feature of the utility. The utility can varies from time to time or it can be changes from time to time. For example, an umbrella. See here, the example of the utility varies from time to time is see here, the umbrella has the greater useful in the rainy season, but it is not useful in the winter. Means here the utility which we get from the good which varies from time to time or it can be changes from time to time. Umbrella, all of you know, which is greater useful in the rainy season instead of the winter season. So the utility or the satisfaction we get from the different types of the goods and services which may be changes from time to time. Then the next feature of the utility is the utility varies place to place. Here the utility varies place to place means it can be varies or it can be changes from place to place. For example, the use of room heater. All of you know the heater which we use in the cold climate. So the utility which we get from the room heater is more in Simla compared to the Chennai. See here what I said. The satisfaction which we get from the room heater, it is a more in Simla compared to the Chennai or compared to the Madras. Why? Because in Simla the climate is always cold. So the room heater is necessary in the Simla. But in the Chennai the climate is hot. So the heater is not useful in Chennai. Means here the utility varies means changes place to place. Then next feature of the utility is it does not speak about mortality. means here the utility does not speak about the mortality, means a thing may be a good or thing it may be a bad, but the thing means the goods which satisfy the human wants or which satisfy the human needs, then it possesses the utility. See here what I said. A thing means the goods which may be a good or which may be a bad. These goods they may be satisfy the human wants or human needs. It may be a good or it may be a bad. Then it possesses the utility. For example, liquid. See here, liquor is not useful commodity or it is not useful goods because it is harmful or it is injurious to the people. Means drinking liquid which is harmful or which is injurious to the people, but sometimes the liquid which satisfy the want of the human being. Means here the liquid, all of you know, it is not useful commodity, but these commodities satisfy the want of the drunkard. Drunkard means those person who drink the liquid. So take another example. A vulgar picture. A vulgar picture means it is a bad picture. So it is very, means it is a morally bad, but it satisfies the want of the person who is prepared for it or who likes this type of the picture. Means here the utility does not speak about the mortality. So students, these all are the features of the utility. Hope all of you understood all these concepts. Means in this video we taken the information about what is the meaning of the utility. Means all of you know the people they do the work because they wanted to earn the money. Why they wanted to earn the money? Because they wanted to fulfill their needs. Means here the each and every person they spend their income only on the, means they spend their income different types of the goods and services which satisfy their wants. So here in the chapter only we search how the person behavior while spending his income on the different types of the goods and services. And here we discussed about the meaning of the utility. Utility means want satisfying power of the commodity. Means here each and every goods and services they have a capacity or the power to satisfy or to fulfill our wants. So there are some features of the utility. Means utility is a subjective and it varies from person to person also. Likewise, utility also changes from time to time and utility also changes from place to place. and it does not speak about the mortality. So these all are the features of the utility. Students, in your examination, they may be asked for the 1 mark question for choose the correct answer. Utility is. That time you should write utility is means they are given the option sub utility is the objective subjective none of these. So that time you should write the utility is always a subjective. This is a 1 mark question. And in means for the fill in the blanks they may be asked utility means or wants satisfying power of commodity is called a dash dash. That time you should write the wants satisfying power of commodity is called the utility. Or maybe they ask for the 1 mark question, give the meaning of the utility. That time you should write the meaning of the utility is want satisfying power of the commodity. So students, this is all about the utility. Hope all of you understood this concept. Thank you.